My handwriting is pretty bad, isn't it? So the most important thing in your control is a choice. Your choices ultimately determine the outcome of your life. You can choose to go to the gym or not. You can choose to eat ice cream or not. You can choose to go out and have alcohol every Saturday night. You can choose to wake up early and work on yourself every day. You can choose to show up at work late every day and do very sloppy work and just be fired one day. So recently a book I've been reading, MJ DeMarco is the author. In his book he said, if you aren't where you want to be, the problem is your choices. You don't have an idea what compounding effects your choices have on your life in a long enough time horizon. Example, you could just choose to smoke a cigarette one day with your friends and over the long run meet a lot of lazy fucking people who justify smoking a cigarette to being stressed, who don't even have a clue what a stressful life is. And then 20 years down the line, you have freaking cancer or something and just ruin your family's life, your own life, and probably even any of the fortune that you actually built in the last 20 years. Or you could just give gym a try and then just eventually 10 years down the line be very healthy. When your kids are born, they also get hooked to the idea of being healthy, exercising, eating right, looking good, which is the biggest confidence booster of all, and then just live long enough to see your kids grow up. If this is not enough, I'll give you another example. You could choose to drink way too much that one fine day with your boys and think it'll be a good idea to drive back home in a car, maybe hit like a couple people on the way back, just ruin their life, maybe even kill one of them, and fuck up your life, maybe even end up in jail. This example is what MJ DeMarco in his book calls a treasonous choice, which has a very lasting, scarring, long-term effect on your life, which you can't buy back. It's a treasonous choice. Or you could choose to force yourself to read books even though you don't like them. Listen to podcasts in your free time. Even on a train ride, you're listening to someone who's more educated and smarter than you, and eventually shift your mindset to a more wiser one, to a person who's more likely to get wealthy, more likely to be in a good financial position, not to wear Rolexes or anything, but just to give his family abundance and, whenever necessary, the health treatments they need. Now, these choices undoubtedly are very tough, and it even goes as far as to what specific content you consume. You could consume Tanmay Bhatt's funny videos, or you could consume Tanmay Bhatt's overpowered AI podcast, which you learn a lot more about what's going on in the AI world and in general the tech world, and maybe even figure out ideas that could help your job or your business to do better. Now, undoubtedly choices are tough. I get it. Even I had decided to get done with this video, script, record, even edit, post, everything before I went on this trip that I had been planning for a while. But I didn't. I chose to just be lazy. I just chose to watch YouTube videos, even if they were the helpful kind, and just not record this video and not produce. I chose to write the script of this video 2 weeks late. 2-week delay. Even reading a book is easier for me than writing a script of a video. Even watching a 3-hour podcast, if you force me to just sit and just watch a 3-hour podcast, it's easy. It's easy compared to writing just a 5-minute or like a 10-minute video script and then just recording it. All in all, it probably just takes around 30 minutes to an hour. And the 3-hour thing is easier. So it's very important to choose the right thing. Even when both of the choices are technically good, you have to make the wiser choice. Your choices will always govern the path of your life. So always think long term and just choose to win.